Hi there, I'm Dr. Rolanda Fabien, wife, mom, educator, veteran, wellness enthusiast, and I'm also the proud founder of Bright Idea Consulting. I'm passionate about helping you thrive, prioritizing your well-being, achieving your breakthroughs, and unlocking your personal potential. Here, we dive into practical tips, inspiring conversations, and transformative strategies to help you navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace. Whether you're looking to strengthen your relationships, practice better self-care, or find balance amidst the chaos, you are in the right place. So if you're ready to grow and create the life you always dreamed about, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Now let's dive into today's episode and start building your brighter tomorrow today. Hey there, Queens. It's Dr. Rolanda with Dr. Rolanda's Bright Ideas, and I am coming to you with another episode that I thought would be helpful. I do know that a number of my followers are women with blended families. A lot of us, including myself, are in our second, third marriages. And at this point, we're, going through the trials and the beautiful times of having blended families. And so I wanted to share a little bit with you about some of the things that I've found to be really helpful on this journey of being a blended family. Before I dive into it, I have to remember to tell you that if you find this content helpful, you like what we're talking about, remember to like it, subscribe, and share. And do post your comments because I do read them and I like to hear from you. This lets me know the things that you want me to talk about, and it helps me to bond with you a little bit because, it's difficult to do that over social media. And I know we have so much in common, and I just want to be a blessing to you as you are a blessing to me. If you're new to this channel, I want to welcome you. If you're coming back, I want to welcome you back. For those of you who don't know, I love to talk to women about things that are important to us, but especially about taking care of ourselves. We give so much to everybody else around us, so it's important to take time to take care of ourselves. We have 4 pillars where we exist, and on those 4 pillars, we have to make sure that we are addressing each one of those, because if we don't, we will end up being burnt out. And just for those of you who don't know, those 4 pillars of wellness that we always talk about are your physical, your emotional, your mental, and your spiritual. Okay? All right. So today's message is definitely going to be something that is going to tug at your emotional and maybe even your mental health a little bit. Okay? You're definitely going to want to, just if you have a blended family, you're definitely going to want to just tune in and believe me, you'll probably have a couple of things to share. And I hope you do, because I learn from you as much as you say you learn from me. So let's help each other out. All right. So I have some notes here that I wrote down because truthfully, having a blended family is difficult, but it's also a blessing. I personally, if you've heard my story of how I met my husband, I was looking for a husband who had children already, somebody who was already married. They knew about marriage. They were wanting to be a good husband to their new wife, and they didn't necessarily want any more children because I was older when I decided that I wanted to remarry. And so I wanted my husband, I didn't want to have any more children. I wanted my husband to already have kids and just want to be a happy partner. And that is what I found. It's blended, it's blessed, but it's also a little stressed. That's our family dynamic. That's what it's like as life in a blended family. Now, I'm talking now because we've been together for about 14 years, but our children are grown now. But when we met, our children were young. They were like 3, 4, 5, 7 years old. We have 5 between the 2 of us. He had 3 when we met, and I had 2. And so, it took we've come a long way since then, and we've had some really, really difficult times in the process, times with the children getting along, difficult times with, ex-spouses, not being supportive or not, doing their part for the kids. And I could go on about that, but I don't want to drag you down by talking about all the things that can go wrong. I want to give you a message of encouragement, because a lot of things can go right when you have a blended family. I was putting this show together, and I wrote down some of the things that I feel like are really hard to deal with, but I want to show you the other side of it. So we're going to talk about the dark side, but I'm going to tell you the silver lining in all the storms. Okay. So welcome to my life as a mom of 5 with 3 children that I married into, and being a blended family, it's a beautiful mess. I had a lot of love to give. We grow together. We have lots and lots of chaos, but I'm going to talk today about the challenges and ways that you can work around those challenges. So first things first. Number 1, some of you who are in this situation of having a blended family may feel like discipline is a battlefield. Yep. Disciplining your own children can be tough, but when you're disciplining children that you've married into having, when you are the bonus parent of those children, it can be really tough, especially if they're very close with their biological parent. So one of the things that I can say is really helpful is when everybody is on the same page. And that's harder to do, but once you've done that, once you get everybody to agree on the rules of the family together, it makes it a whole lot easier. So the first thing is sit down with your spouse. Sit down with your spouse and get on the same page about what is negotiable and non-negotiable with your spouse. You have to decide as a couple where you want to go and how you're going to run your new blended family before you go and include the children in that process of decision making. It's so much easier when you are a united front with your kids than when you go in and try and be the disciplinarian without your partner's support, because you're 2 different people. You've had 2 different ways of doing things. So if you're disciplining children in a different way, that's bound to show up, and kids will use any little crack. That's just the nature of how they are. Any little crack to bring division. And that's not even something that happens in blended families. That happens in families with parents who are both the biological children, parents of the children. I know because I have friends who are like that, and we talk about it all the time. So, and I've experienced it even in my own family. So it doesn't matter whether you're blended or whether you're a biological family, children will find those cracks. That's why it's just so important as a blended family to really agree on what the rules and things are going to be so that you're all on the same page. Otherwise, it's like having 2 referees in the house with 2 different sets of rule books. And of course, as you know, that can just be complete and total chaos. Okay?
Hey there, sorry to interrupt, but I just want to know if you're enjoying the show so far. If you are, this is the perfect time to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on the practical tips and inspiring conversations and our proven strategies where we're showing you how to prioritize yourself, strengthen your relationships, and thrive in every area of your life. Did you know that most of our listeners say these episodes have given them the clarity and tools that they needed to start making real changes? So don't miss out. Subscribe now and stay connected to the community that's all about helping you grow and glow. All right, now let's get back to the show.
So number 1, discipline that feels like a battlefield, you probably need to go ahead and sit down and get on the same page. Okay. Number 2, bonding in the beginning, it feels awkward. Okay, it is a little awkward. I mean, they have a mom, they have a dad, so especially if they're close to them, you know, it feels like you're kind of forcing it, you know, it can feel like that in the beginning. So what I would advise in situations like that is you create new traditions, new things that are unique to your new blended family. It could be something as simple as Friday nights are movie nights, or Sunday mornings are pancake mornings, or going to church together. If you do that, you have to figure out what it is that you all can enjoy together and start building relationships and bonding over those things. That way, being together doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel unnatural. It becomes your new way of being. And so, that's just another tip. If you're feeling like, it's kind of weird bonding, that's one way to do it. So number one, you and your spouse get the rules together. And number two, start building your own traditions as your new blended family, because there's a biblical truth that says a house divided cannot stand. So you have to find ways to unify and create this new bond and culture within your new family. Point number 3. It can be exhausting trying to make everybody happy, right? Because sometimes the kids won't get along. Sometimes the parents won't get along. Sometimes the parents won't get along with the kids. And vice versa. It can just be, it can be a mess, a true mess. So what you want to do, in situations like that, where you feel like you can't make everybody happy, there are 2 people who have taken a vow to be together. Children, I learned from my experience, they grow up. They go off and live their own lives, and they do everything on their own, and they do it in a way where as the parent, you become like the second priority for them. They don't need you like they needed you before. So what you have to do is you have to prioritize your marriage. No matter what's going on with the kids, make sure that you and your spouse are okay. Okay? Start there. If you can prioritize your marriage, you become the foundation of your blended family. You can schedule date nights for each other. You can remember all the things, all the reasons that you came together as a couple and you fell in love with each other, and you renew those things, renew your vows. Make sure that you separate the time with the kids, and the time with your spouse. Make that a non-negotiable for the 2 of you. Because when the kids grow up, you'll still have each other, and you'll still love each other, and you'll still want to be with each other if you set that foundation up at the beginning. Okay. If you don't, you're going to have a hostile takeover. The kids will take over your house, take over your marriage. And before you know it, you've got the cart before the horse. You have the little people running the show, and you need to switch that around and keep that first and foremost. A man leaves his family, leaves his mother to cleave to his wife. And the wife, your husband becomes your priority. So don't ever let that change, even with children. That goes, that's in a blended family, but that's for any family. Every married couple needs to be the priority, because your kids depend on you to make sure that you're good and you're stable, so that they can have a good and stable upbringing. Okay. So blended family life is not perfect. I'm being honest, just transparent with you. It's not perfect. But there are ways that you can build a bond and create togetherness within your blended family. Those are some of the things that have worked for us. But I'm always curious and interested in knowing what works for you. Share it in the comments, because other people who are listening to this came here to understand how to make their blended family stronger and better. And we are a community of people who support each other in our endeavors. If you have tools or tricks that are helpful for you, please share that in the comments. If you have situations that you want us to comment on or share information about, share that too. We're here to support each other. I'd love to learn from you, and I hope that this has been helpful for you as well. If so, remember to like, subscribe, and share. And also, I put a training in the description. It's a free training. It is about taking care of yourself and balancing on those 4 pillars. It's something to get you started if you don't know where to start. And I believe it's very helpful. I've heard people who've taken it give me feedback saying that it has been a blessing to them. And so I'm still offering it and hoping it will be a blessing for you. If you want to take it, just go ahead and click the link that's in the description. And then once you're done, do give me some feedback. Let me know how it worked out for you. In any case, thank you all for tuning in. It was a pleasure to have you here today. And I hope this information about blended families is helpful and has blessed you. So now that you can go and pay it forward. Can't wait to hear from you. Take care and talk to you soon, Queen. Oh, I forgot to say, if you're going to wear your crowns, make sure you don't wear them all at once. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself and prioritizing what you need to do so that you're not overwhelming yourself and you're not wearing all your crowns at once, okay? Be a queen, but don't wear your crowns all at once. Take care, sis. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show and found something inspiring to take with you on your wellness journey. If you're ready to dive deeper and kickstart your journey into well-being, visit mvp.brightideaco.com/free flourish. Take our free training to get you started. And don't forget to check out our store at brightideaco.store, where you'll find a curated list of tools and resources to support your personal growth in your journey. You'll find the links to these in the description and the show notes below. But before you go, be sure to hit subscribe and also tap that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we release new episodes. Well, I can't wait to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself and keep shining bright.